Okay, here we are. This is lesson 6 of drawing a McLaren P1, and as you can see, we did a lot more in the body today. I'm working on the area around the window, and then we get done with that, we're going to work on the right front fender and the hood and the left front fender. What I'm doing here is I'm accentuating the frame around the windows because I wanted that to show up against the body. And in the real photograph, it isn't this dark, but I decided to black anodize it so that it would show up against the darkness of the window itself. And that's one of those things that I'm telling you about too, is you have to make changes that you think are the right thing to do. And in this case, I definitely thought that this would help the drawing. And it kind of directs your eye over there too, so it's a good thing. With the mirror right in the middle, when we do the mirror, it's going to be quite dark in there, and it's going to have some highlights in it too, and that's going to be a real focal point. It's going to be right between the two wheels, and that will bring the viewer's eye right into that section, which has a lot of varying planes and angles and differing colors. So that would be very important to try to highlight as much as possible in there, so that it makes people want to really look at this thing and take a look at it for a while. So it's very critical that you do something like that, that you work on something that is going to catch a person's interest right away. And this is the easiest way to do that, was to accentuate all the frame for the windows. Okay, now we're working on the right front fender. And this is not too hard. There's a little darker section on the other side of this, so I'm just going up to the line that is the front hood that opens up there, and I want to just make that such that people will notice what's going on, and it's going to be a little darker in that area. And then below it, there's a lip on the front section, just above the air intakes, and the dark section that you see there, the carbon fiber section. It's car colored, that is to say, it's in this one kind of orange, and like a burnt orange, candy burnt orange or something. And what I'm going to do there is there's going to be a line of demarcation right above the darkest area on the hood, or just below the hood. And that is going to be because there's a curled edge there, a rolled edge, and right underneath it there it will be in shadow. So I'm reserving an area to make it so that that'll be the highlight, and then there will also be the shadow. And again, that's going to be for dramatic effect, and you want to keep that in there. So it's working out so far just great. This is really going to be a pretty car. I'm really going to make it one of my favorites when I get done with it. But it has so many challenging areas on it, and so many highlights and different things, different design elements that all come together and make this into one very dramatic looking sexy car. And that's what you need if you want to make something that people really like. You have to stir their emotion. You have to get something that looks good, that really gets the old blood flowing. And in this case, this car really does it. It's gorgeous. The fact that it's got awful expensive and also extremely fast, powerful car, it's just amazing. All of the McLaren street cars have been just unbelievable exercises in automotive design, and their engineers are willing to do things that most engineers will not do. I mean, they just go crazy and design purpose-built cars that are just totally unbelievable, all the way from the 12C, to the F1, to now the P1 and the 650S. They're just amazing vehicles. Even the McLaren Mercedes, the 500 SLR, unbelievable car. So every one of these things is just a work of art, and just an amazing vehicle. Okay, here we are working on the fender. and getting pretty close to as far as we're going to get done today. There are quite a few design elements in the scoops that are in the front hood, so that's going to take almost a lesson by itself. There's some highlights in there, and also there's some very weird angles and shading that I have to be very careful with to make it come out right. But I think this whole thing's going to look just terrific when it gets done. And we haven't even done our final run through on it yet, so it'll be good. Anyway, just about done for today. I'm going to put this up, and then I hope to see you back here tomorrow. We'll do quite a bit more on the front of the car, and we'll see you then. So thank you very much. Goodbye.